Hey, what's up everybody? I'm just going to do a quick overview on how to perform a valve lash adjustment on any non-vtec B series motor. And what we're looking at here with the valve cover off is a B20B. You got the valve cover off down there. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I noticed that the valve train was a bit more chattery. So I suspected that the valve lash was out of spec, and which they were, because I'm already done with 3 of the cylinders, and I'm just going to do a quick example on how to do it on one of them, which is pretty much the same for all 4. Okay, so you want to turn the crank pulley bolt manually with a 19mm socket, and the bolt is down here, and you line it up based on the cam gear markings. So for cylinder number 3, you want to make sure both of the arrows are pointing at the 9 o'clock direction. Okay, so just a quick example. I already adjusted the valve lash specs on the intake side, but not the exhaust side yet. So for instance, the range for the intake side is 3,000s through 5,000s, and you want to bust out the feeler gauges for that. And you want to be careful that you don't have them together, which could easily be mistaken since considering how thin they are. So you want to make sure they're separated when you start to slide them in. Okay, so let's look at the intake side, which is what's completed, just to show you how it's done. You slide the 3 in, the 3 fits, and the rule of thumb is you want the smaller number to fit but not the larger number. So the 3,000s fits and the 5,000s doesn't fit, so that's how you know that's good to go. Now let's do the valve decided. 3,000s fits, you can see, and the 5,000s doesn't fit, so that's good to go. Now let's look at the exhaust side right here. Okay, so the exhaust side range is 6,000s through 8,000s. Okay, so let's get the 6,000s. You can see it fits. Now the 8,000s, we want to make sure that doesn't fit. If it fits, then it's going to need to be tightened and adjusted. Okay, so the 8,000s fit, so that needs to be adjusted. 6,000s fits, 8,000s fits. Okay, so we're going to want to loosen the jam nut, which is done with a 12mm socket, and you tighten it clockwise with a screwdriver right here. So I'm going to loosen the jam nuts on it. Let's place the camera down. Oops, I was accidentally tightening it. Okay. Let's loosen the other one. Damn, these bolts are torqued down pretty tight. Whew. Damn, I almost fell. Alright, so let's tighten it up with the screwdriver. Now let's take a look. See if the 8 fits now. Okay, the 8 doesn't fit no more. Now we want to make sure the 6,000s fits though. Okay, 6,000s fit. And the 8 doesn't, so that one's good to go. And we pretty much do this to all 16 valves. You can see the procedure, it's not hard, it's just a little tedious, that's it. Okay, so let's tighten it. And let's double check. Okay, 6,000s. Okay, so now that we have the exhaust valves back into spec, see we have the 8,000s. Doesn't fit. But the 6,000s, it fits. So 6,000s fits, and the 8,000s doesn't fit. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And now I'm just going to put the valve cover back on. Okay, make sure you have the valve cover gasket properly on. Just line it up, because you know you don't want to have oil leaking. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's line it up with the holes. Like so. Okay. And then I just put the screws back on. And that's pretty much it. The rest is pretty much self-explanatory. And then just connect the hoses. Connect this hose back to the PCV valve. Connect this back here, and just put the spark plugs back in, and you're good to go.